Our agency generated 136 first page rankings for over 2,000 Google keywords for this e-commerce client. This translates to over $302,000 in revenue from organic traffic. Today, I'm going to show you how you can use SEO copywriting to create these impactful results for your business. Hey YouTube family, I'm Karan from LYFE Marketing, the #1 digital marketing agency that helps small businesses grow. Today, I'm going to share with you the ultimate guide to SEO copywriting. I'll be going over what SEO copywriting is, the benefits of SEO copywriting, how to become your own SEO copywriter, the SEO writing process, and much, much more. Now, before we get started, if you're excited to dive into this guide, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Okay, let's jump right in. What is SEO? SEO stands for search engine optimization. Now, search engine optimization is the process of optimizing your web page. The purpose of SEO is to get your website or blog to rank higher up in search engines for specific keywords or words and phrases that you type in to search for a product or service. Now, the most popular search engine we all know today include YouTube, Google, Bing, and a few more. However, it should come as no surprise that Google is the top dog when it comes to the search engine market, holding over 92% of the share. Now, SEO copywriting services are a great way to connect your business to the consumers who are actively searching for your product or service. By using good SEO copywriting, you get your website to rank in the top spots on search engine results page using certain keywords. Okay, so now that we've defined what SEO is, let's talk about SEO copywriting. SEO copywriting is how your company will actually rank in the top spots on Google. Copywriting consists of doing research, writing content, and optimizing your page by targeting specific keywords that your audience is using. For example, if your business sells shampoo for dogs with sensitive skin, pet owners interested in your product will use certain keywords on Google to find you. Now, SEO copywriting provides valuable, useful, and interesting content for your readers. And by creating more compelling content for your audience, you can improve your rankings through Google. That's because you're creating helpful information and providing value to people who are wanting to learn more. In general with SEO, the easier it is to read and understand your content, the better it will be for Google to analyze, and more importantly, for your audience to read. Okay, now that we covered what SEO copywriting is, let's move on to the benefits of using SEO copywriting. There are many reasons why you should invest in SEO copywriting. First, it's a free way to generate not only traffic, but relevant traffic. Now, how is that? When you rank higher up on the results page, your website is being put right in front of the people who are actually looking to buy from you. And I mean, this is the ideal situation because you don't want to waste your money advertising to thousands of the wrong people, aka people outside of your target audience. Doing so can hurt your data, can hurt your click-through rates, and frankly, can hurt the leads that you get for your business. Now, another reason to generate relevant website traffic is because there will be less competition for other businesses. If you want to advertise to the general public, you have to battle it out with several other companies for that same audience. But when you use refined search keywords, you will have less competition and a laser targeted audience ready to buy from your business. Secondly, it's completely free. As a small business owner, it's important to save as much money as possible. And if you're tired of paying for ads, which you can easily break the bank on as a small business, then SEO is your answer. Now, SEO is an organic process, which means you don't pay a dime. And that reason right there can save your business thousands of dollars. Now, all it takes is great content, keyword research, and most of all, time. Time to produce money-making results. With SEO, you're getting relevant traffic, increased conversions, and more sales, all without spending a dime in ad spend. And well, who wouldn't want that? Third, people rely on SEO. You see, another huge benefit of SEO writing is that actual customers and clients heavily rely on search engines to find the answers to their problems and their pain points. Don't believe me? There are 70,000 searches on Google every second, which means your audience is actively depending on search engine rankings to find products and services to buy that will provide solutions to their problems or a bridge to accomplish their goals. And your goal is to make their pathway to find your business as simple as possible by providing valuable and interesting content on your website and working with Google's algorithm. Number 4, SEO traffic is most likely to convert out of all other sources of traffic. Yep, that's right. 93% of all web traffic comes from search engines, and 81% of people are searching online for a product or service. This means that good SEO copywriting can boost your search engine rankings, which will put your website on the first page, right in front of your ideal customer. Because users are actively searching for a product or service that you offer, they are serious about buying, making them a warmer lead further down in your sales funnel. Once again, making SEO traffic highly likely to convert. So now you know why copywriting services are important. So now let's talk about some beginner tips on how to get ready to do some SEO copywriting before you actually put your pen to the paper, or in this case, your fingers on the keyboard. The first thing you want to do is unlearn essay writing. Gone are the days that you will use essay style writing here. The type of writing that you learned in high school doesn't apply to SEO copywriting. Good SEO writing incorporates a lot of the things we were told were bad when writing essays. This includes things like telling your audience exactly what you're going to do and including pictures and graphics to enhance your message. Good SEO copywriting also includes breaking up your big chunky paragraphs, unlike essay style writing. Instead of dividing paragraphs by topic, you break them up every 1 to 3 sentences, regardless of whether you're still on the same topic or not. By breaking up paragraphs, you're making it much easier for your audience to read your page and also understand your content. As mentioned, unlearning essay writing makes your website or blog more digestible for your audience and for the Google algorithm. The second thing you have to do is know your audience. It's important to learn your audience's interests and patterns when writing for SEO. The more information you have, the easier it will be to write compelling content. Now, if you don't know your audience behaviors or interests, how can you write effective content that will resonate with them? I'll tell you, you can't. The third thing you want to do is to get creative. You see, part of what attracts people to blogs is that they make their content interesting. Your competitors are trying to advertise similar or the same products and services, which makes it even more important to stand out and get creative. You can do this by creating specific and interesting headlines that directly point at the desires your customer wants. Here's an example. If you're a gluten-free bakery advertising to gluten-free eaters, you want to make your headline something like 11 easy recipes to make with our gluten-free cookies. Another way is to create interesting, engaging, and valuable copy for your readers. Take a look at your competitors' websites to see what kind of content they are producing, and from there, either create something better or something completely different. The goal here is to think outside the box and expand on what your competition is doing so that you can garner more website traffic. If your competitor has 11 new recipes for their gluten-free bakery products, you need to create 21 recipes for yours. Doing this will give your business a competitive edge and help you stay relevant in your industry. All right, let's talk about the process of SEO copywriting. Now that you've prepped yourself on SEO copywriting, it's time to get into the actual process of it. Starting with the first step, and maybe the most important one, is keyword research. Before you do anything, you should sit down and set aside time to research the keywords you want to rank for. A common mistake that business owners make is trying to rank under keywords that they think their audience will search. To avoid this error completely, take some time and research what kind of words and phrases your target audience is actually using to look for your products or services. Heck, you can even use free tools like Google Keyword Planner to help you research and analyze the best keywords that are relevant to your audience. Putting a little time aside to do this can make all the difference. It's important to note that after you collect the keywords you want to search for, that you implement them naturally into your page. This is known as natural keyword implementation and is very important to the Google ranking process. You simply want to avoid stuffing keywords in odd places, duplicating your information, and other black hat tricks. We actually have an entire video dedicated to black hat SEO tricks that you want to avoid, which I will link right here if you're interested in learning more about it. So, if the keyword you're trying to rank for, hyperallergenic, dog, and shampoos, you want to make sure you are including those specific keywords in your page where they flow naturally and make sense. Google actually crawls your page to make sure that the keywords make sense where they are placed. And because of this, you always want to make sure you are following Google's policies. Now, the second step I'm going to talk about is on-page SEO. In this step, we're trying to help Google understand our website content. There are many ways to do this, including adding your target keywords to your title, your image tags, subheading descriptions, and more. A big part of this step is URL optimization. URLs are like the first impression search engines get with your website. So just like in real life, you want to do the best you can. So make sure the ends of your URL are short, sweet, and to the point. You want the phrases and words as readable as possible. Another part of on-page SEO is internal linking. Internal linking occurs when you hyperlink something on your website and it directs to another page on your website. So when you are copywriting for SEO, make sure to include a lot of internal links for your own website. But why is internal linking important? For starters, it makes it easier for your audience to navigate through your website. It also helps build website authority for your business, another ranking factor for Google. This means when you're on a website and click on a link that takes you to a different page under the same website domain name, you are helping Google's algorithm and that company's page to be ranked higher. The third step is off-page SEO. You see, it's not enough to be put on Google's radar and understand your website content. Google also must trust your website. And the way to get the Google algorithm to trust your website is by optimizing your website user experience. This includes things like website bounce rate, which is the number of people who left your website without performing an action, your click-through rate, which is the number of people who clicked on your page after viewing your ad, and much more. But another part of helping Google trust your website is by link building. Link building, also known as backlinks, occur when another website links a page directly back to your website. Backlinks come from another website domain instead of your own. These are very important for the Google algorithm because they read like positive reviews from another website saying, yeah, we trust this guy. This is important because it helps establish authority and it also helps pull in even more traffic from people who are visiting these other websites. The only other thing to note with backlinks is that you only want backlinks from websites with higher authority than yours. It doesn't do anything for Google or your rankings when a website that has a lower authority than yours links back to your site. Overall, as you can see, ranking for SEO takes a lot of time and work in order to produce money-making results. The truth is that it takes more than just having good content to rank in the top spots. But with this process comes fruitful rewards. Now that you understand the steps of SEO copywriting, we're going to let you in on some of the tips and tricks from our SEO experts. Tip number 1 is to use short sentences. The common theme with SEO is making everything easy to read and to understand. So this tip should come as no surprise. With short sentences, you also want to make sure that you are using more elementary terms. Again, the purpose is to make this easy for Google and for your audience to read. With longer sentences and high vocabulary, it not only makes it harder to read, but can increase your website's bounce rates. And Google will see these high bounce rates and think that users are not finding your content helpful, thus lowering your rankings. Okay, tip number 2 is to use meta tags to your benefit. Meta tags are the many descriptions you see under the company name and headline. It tells you a brief summary of what you can expect to read about on the page. This seemingly small step can actually make a huge difference in website traffic. Your meta tags also read as organic ad text, which is a ranking factor within the Google algorithm. This makes the meta tag description just as important as the actual text on your page. The third tip, write specific headlines. After all the hard work you put into your content, you want to make sure people actually read it, and you do that by creating effective headlines. With headlines, you want to try to be as specific as possible so that you can grab your audience's attention. Think about the headline, "Get in shape with us." It's okay, but very vague, and you will probably scroll past it without thinking about it. Now, think about this headline, 23 tips to get rock hard abs from our health experts. It may be twice as long, but it's also twice as engaging. By creating specific headlines, you can speak directly to goals, solutions, and answers that your target audience may have. The best part is that you aren't giving away your cookie too soon. The headlines you create should be based on a desire that your potential customers have. Just be sure to actually deliver on your headline to establish brand credibility and keep them coming back for more. And with that, you have your complete guide to SEO copywriting. If you found this information useful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our future digital marketing content. I'm Karan for LYFE Marketing. I'll see you in the next video.